What up, Tyler? You're first tonight, man. Jan almost made it to first, but second ain't bad. First loser. That's what second is, right? The little B. Whoa. Got the nephew on tonight. Dakota, what's going on, buddy? Lumen Nathan, John Smith, Dan, Joe. Pretty good birthday, man. Can't even remember what I did, but I'm sure it was great. Thanks for asking, Joseph. Tyler beat Jan. Hello, Frankie from Florida. Eric in the house. How's it going? If someone sent you something, would they send it to your P.O. box? Yes. Unless you're doing an order, like if you do a tackle warehouse order, they won't send to a P.O. box. But I will put my P.O. box out here. If anybody wants to send something, that's the way you do it. Gary said hello and then left. Booster. Good evening from Atlanta. I got married in Atlanta, Booster. Fulton County, Georgia. Camera's a little out of focus, huh? Well, I can just do this. How's that? Don't know what to say about that. I don't think you can adjust this camera. It's one of these webcams. So hopefully that won't be a problem tonight. I put a hardwired connection to the computer, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I haven't really had any live stream issues. We get them some with my partner in crime, Steve Chapman, over at Get Your Fish On, because he still uses Wi-Fi, I believe. Chops is in the house. Chops isn't bearded anymore? Just Chops? Well, Dakota, you should have told me you were in town, buddy. No, Booster, I used to live in Alabama. That's where I'm born and raised, sort of. All my family's from the South. So that's how that happened. What up, Nick? Old Matthew, always throwing the swim baits. We got at least one serious swim baiter in the group. Work made you shave. Wow. That's interesting. Nope, I did not know, Dakota. Sorry, buddy. Kick your bass in the house. He's been over at Cargo Largo checking out all the overstocked lures. He's been sending me pictures of stuff, trying to get me to spend more money, man. Don't I have enough tackle as it is? He always sends me pictures. Oh, this is a great deal. They got these going on right now. You want to get you some of these? I'm like, dude. Frank's Fishing. Nader, how you doing? Got a pretty good turnout this evening, considering I did not advertise at all. I got busy and didn't get to it. All right, I want to know how many fish. That's actually not right. I got to update it. That was last week. All right, let me update it. Wah, wah. Only 3 fish this week? Jeez, you call yourself a fisherman? Yeah, dude, I have not done hardly any fishing this week. And when I did go out, I met my buddy Dean out at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. It was cloudy. We'd been on the water for maybe 30 minutes and this big fog bank rolled in, and I was like, dude, this is perfect topwater conditions. So I broke out my old little buzz frog and went to town, and I got one hit really quick that I missed. I got one bite that I caught. I got another hit, and I thought, oh, this is on. This is the deal. So I spent the next, I don't know, hour or two circling the entire lake. It's a small lake, 25 acres. Throwing that buzz bait and did not get another bite on it. So then I switched up to a lot of different other techniques, and I only landed 3 fish total. And about, what time was it? Maybe 11. I told Dean, I'm done, man. I am done fishing. They are not biting. They are not biting. I went out deep, tried to find them out deep, but I didn't have my fish finder with me, so it made it tough. I should have brought my fish finder. Matthew, you're rocking. If you got 90 fish from the bank, and the way you're throwing all those big swim baits, dude, that's very impressive. So I'm going to have to do some catching up. The problem is I'm so behind on my videos, and then I got real busy at work. So it doesn't leave a lot of time for fishing. How'd you do, Nader? Nader's just back from a tournament. So I've been posting things on Instagram, TikTok. I don't know if any of you guys saw on Instagram, but I posted a deal with my kayak. You know, these TikToks are really 3 fish. Man, me too, Nader. Yeah, I think he's been fishing swim baits, but he fishes other stuff too, not just swim baits, Nathan. But there's a type of person that really perturbs me, and it's the type of person that wants to tell you something that you didn't ask. You're not interested in, you didn't ask. So I posted a little video clip on, like, what's your least favorite thing about your kayak? And on my Old Town Sportsman kayak, if you guys have never seen one of those, you can go look them up. They got these awesome built-in cup holders molded right into the kayak. They're awesome. Except they don't have any water. They don't have any way for water to drain out of the cup holder. So guess what happens when you're on a kayak? Even if it's not raining, you get a lot of water over the gunnels and in the boat. And what happens to your cup holders? They fill up with water. And they got no way for the water to drain out. It's ridiculous. It's definitely a design flaw. But it's hard to find anything I don't like about that boat. I mean, when in the whole scheme of things, that's not a big deal. So Shannon's here. Good deal. How's it going? So, I put on there, I basically did the video that the waters in the cup holder was what bugged me. So one dude on the comment says, that is not a real fishing kayak. Okay. Says who? I fished in it. I fished in it all day. So why is it not a fishing kayak? You got these purists out there that think that they are the authority on what is a kayak, what's not a kayak, what's a fishing kayak, what's not a fishing kayak. Who knows why this person doesn't think it's a fishing kayak. But guess what? I didn't ask if it was a fishing kayak. In fact, in the video, I didn't even mention fishing. In the video, I said, what's the one thing you don't like about your kayak? I didn't even say fishing kayak. And of course, this guy's like, well, it's not a fishing kayak. Yeah, okay, perfect. Booster. I have never seen a kayak fish. I haven't either. That's a great point. The next time I see a kayak fishing or a kayak fish, I'm going to freak. So, anywho, gotta love these know-it-alls. I didn't claim to be the ultimate kayak fishing authority. I just like to fish out of a kayak. So, all right, Gary's back. Right on. That was about 5 minutes, Gary. Actually, it was more like 9 minutes, but not bad. Glad you're back. Randy in the house. How's it going? I don't have a ton of stuff planned tonight, but I do have some stuff for our spin to win. Actually, I say I don't have a ton of stuff planned, but I guarantee you when I get into this, my main topic, you guys are going to be all into it. For sure. Ethan, no, I know nothing. That's why I'm here. Dude, glad to have you. Maybe we can help. There's a lot of smart guys and gals on the chat here that are happy to answer any question that I don't get to. I'm pretty good about answering questions on the Sunday night show. It's the Wednesday night show when Steve and I are going that it's really hard to answer questions. Nader's got a gambler. Bam, I've looked at the new gamblers. I think the new gamblers are pretty sweet. The old ones are sweet too, but those new ones, man, they are pretty sick. Frankie, how do you win something? Okay, good question. Frankie is asking, how do you win? All right. What I do is I ask questions. What? Mr. Bass, I want to tell you that, right? I saw that you can turn your tiny clash into a chatterbait by getting a Magnum chatter blade. Oh, man. Dude. All right. This is, sorry I got sidetracked there, Frankie. I'll tell you in a second here. All right. This is what Matthew's talking about. He's talking about the tiny clash. This is a tiny clash. Look how big that sucker is. I mean, it's small in the swim bait world, but it's not tiny. He's saying attach a big chatterbait blade on the front. You can turn this into a chatterbait. That would be crazy. I'd have to see that. Have to see that one. All right. Back to the question on how do you win a prize. I ask questions. Sometimes I'll ask questions about fishing. Sometimes I'll ask questions about my videos. I got a good buddy that's got an older gambler, man. It's a sweet ride. Gamblers are fast boats. Anyway, I ask questions about YouTube, my YouTube videos, ask questions about fishing. And lately we've been doing Name That Lure. So I will take a lure and I'll put it up like this. And I'll say, name that lure. And whoever guesses it first gets to spin the wheel. That's not a question, by the way. That's an example. And then I have this wheel, which I have down here right now. You get to spin the wheel. And if you land on a 1, you win 1 prize. If you land on a 2, you win 2 prizes. If you land on the X, you struck out. Nothing. Land on the Mr. Bass sticker, that's a jackpot, 3 prizes. Land on KVD, the world's greatest angler, you win a prize out of the KVD crate. Land on the Angel, you win a prize, and you get to pick someone in the comments to win a prize as well. And this is usually a special prize. Tonight, you can win the latest Champions Club box. If you land on that, Champions Club, I'm giving that away. Or if you don't want the Champions Club, you can win the Monster Bass multi-species bag. I'm going to let you choose tonight if you land on it. That's how you win in a nutshell. All right, Brian says, what's a good bait for summertime largemouth in a lake with lots of grass? Well, anytime I'm around grass, I'm throwing a chatterbait, a bladed jig. Now, in the summertime, when the water's really hot, I would throw a big worm around the grass. Texas rig it. What do you guys think? Why don't we answer this for Brian? Those are a couple of suggestions I got. What up, Mark? What do you guys think? What would you throw in a lake with lots of grass in the summertime? Swim jigs, spinner baits, rattle traps. I think the big worm will work when nothing else will. Definitely a frog over the grass, no doubt. Frogs definitely work in the summertime. Fluke, for sure. For sure. So, hope that helps a little bit, Brian. What are you doing, goofball? Doggy just walked in. Let's see. If you guys have, actually, maybe, well, I'll hold off for a second there. What's a good rod for fluke and striper? All right, well, that's 2 different questions. Because striper are very aggressive. And I haven't done a ton of striper fishing. I have done quite a bit, but not, I wouldn't say I'm a striper expert. But my experience with striper has always been violent strikes. They are very, very good fighting fish. They're really fun to catch, actually, because they fight so hard. And so I've always used fairly stout tackle for stripers. However, I do not use stout tackle for a fluke. I like kind of a whippy rod with my flukes to give them a lot of action in the water. So I would probably go, if I was really fishing for striper, I would probably try to use the heaviest rod I could that has a pretty moderate taper. So I would go like with a medium heavy on the heavier side, like a 4-power rod, for example, but make sure it had a very moderate tip. And that still might be too light. I mean, it depends on how big the stripers are, really. The problem with a big, heavy rod for flukes is very hard to get the kind of action you need to make it dart and do the things that you want it to do. What's your biggest bass? We like to do this. Everybody put your PB up on the comments. My biggest bass is just under 10 pounds, Nader. I'm still looking for a double-digit bass. Okay, here Co-Sider's saying he uses an 8-foot medium rod, an 11-foot surf rod from the beach. Rooster tails. Here's the PB numbers. 3, 6, 6.2, 9, between 5 and 6, 7, 4, 6, 4, 5. I've had a good year of big fish this year. I've had a couple of 8-pounders. I've had a few 7s. I've had a lot of 6s and 5s. A lot. Out of my 472 fish. It's been a very good, it was mostly in the spring and early summer. There's a 7-11, a 5, a 6-9, an 8-7-4 on the Delta. I've actually fished the Delta a few times, Robert. That is a fun place to fish. Mr. Bass, do you know anyone that wants to get rid of an MS Slammer? No, I do not. Man, there's so many hard to find swim baits that if you do locate them, you're going to pay a fortune. Nader, I do not live in Florida. I live in Missouri. There may be some folks on here that do live in Florida, though. Right on, Gary. Smash that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. Okay, someone was asking about sending stuff to the channel. Also, if you can't afford to send a bunch of stuff or don't want to send a bunch of stuff, but you do want to help the channel, you can always do a super chat. And anything that gets donated to the channel, I use to buy the lures to give away. I don't like requiring people to pay to win something, though. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that do that. They say pay something, and then you get entered in for a drawing during the show. I don't like that. I don't think it's right, to tell you the truth. Everybody can do their own thing. I also don't think it's legal. But that's for a different time. So I do not have any intentions to require anyone to donate to the channel in order to get in a drawing. That ain't going to happen here. North Florida Christian Bass Club. Nader, now that you mention this is good. If you're a newbie and you really want to learn a lot about bass fishing, bass clubs are a great way to learn. That's how I kind of expanded a lot of my knowledge was by fishing tournaments and joining a bass club. A lot of guys in the bass club will teach you a lot of techniques, a lot of things you never thought of. So that's a good deal. We have not done any giveaways yet, but we'll get to it. Steve's on. What up, buddy? Steve's about to go to ICAST here tomorrow. I was going to go down and go with him, but some stuff came up at work and that I can't leave for. So I'm jealous. I really wanted to go check it out. How's it going, Ronald? Good to see you, man. What's my opinion of snakeheads? Man, I don't like snakeheads. I've experienced snakeheads in Florida and on the Potomac River, and I do not like them. Sam, I am. But there's some guys who really get into the snakehead fishing and like them. They're an invasive species. I think they are messing up a lot of fisheries. Thanks, Kick Your Bass. Appreciate the donation, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into snakehead fishing, man. I do not like snakeheads. If there's guys that have YouTube channels, nothing but snakehead fishing. So it's a thing. It is a thing for sure. You know, Kick Your Bass has been with me since the very first. He was one of my very first subscribers, as was Jan and obviously others. But Kick Your Bass has been a good friend to the channel. I appreciate it. So, Steve, what's new, man? You just been working like crazy getting ready for the show? Yeah, Matthew, I agree with you. I do not throw swim baits on braid. There's a lot of guys that do. The tactical bassin guys, man, they throw so many lures on braid. I hate braid. I hate braid on a bait caster, man. I just do. Yeah, I know, Jeff. That really does suck, but got to pay the bills. Dude, Get Your Fish On is really involved with tackle webs. You guys ought to check. If you got a boat, especially, they got some really cool products for your boats. Tackle products, tackle webs. Go check them out, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Send me a pic of your booth there, Steve, and I'll show everybody. Send it to me on Instagram because that's the only way I think I can show it to you. Show it to them. I actually love braid on my spinning reels, and I use braid on my flipping and pitching rods. I don't mind braid in short distances. You know, I can flip and pitch braid all day long, no problem. But man, I hate it for things like cranking and any moving bait. I do not like braid. So like my top waters, I use mono. Almost all the time I use mono. Hank Snow says only braid. Same with Jan. It's definitely got its place, and there's a ton of people out there who just love it. I just never been a big fan, and I've tried it and tried it and tried it, and no likey. I do not like it. All right, let's see. I think I just got. You know what? I can download this photo to my Google Photos account, and then show it. So I'm going to do that here. Steve just sent me a picture of the Tackle Webs booth that he's got set up at ICAST. So that's kind of cool. I'll have to show you guys that. Let me get to my photos. All right, I know I just saved it. Why do I not see it? Hey, here's another thing I'll tell you. I don't know if you want to say this is a dirty little secret, but do you know how many techniques work just fine on mono? You don't need fancy braid. You don't need fancy fluoro. Cheap mono, like big game, trilene big game that you can buy like a spool of 1,000 feet for $8 or something crazy. There, there's a whole lot of hype when it comes to fishing line, and especially if you're just fun fishing and it's not that critical if a fish breaks off. You do not need to buy $35 or $45 Tatsu fluorocarbon. I mean, I love that stuff, but I'm telling you, that that's the way they get you, man. You do not need all that super high dollar line. You might say, well, what a hypocrite. You buy all kinds of high dollar line. Yes, I do. But mostly for tournament fishing. My favorite line is pretty much Maxima Mono. And I throw Maxima brand mono a lot, and it's not nearly as expensive as all that fancy fluorocarbon. Don't get me wrong, I use a lot of fluorocarbon too, but don't fall for it, especially if you're on a tight budget. I would say go spend $12 on a really great square bill crankbait like this Lucky Craft, my favorite square bill, and save your money on the line. You don't need super expensive line. Now, Theodore makes a good point. The downside with mono is it does stretch, and there's certain techniques like, say, flipping and pitching. You're flipping a bait in, and you got to jerk that lure out super quick. You don't really want a lot of stretch. So braid and fluorocarbon don't stretch. Braid doesn't stretch hardly at all. Fluorocarbon has very, very little stretch compared to mono. But the new monos are getting better and better and better about stretch. There's a lot of techniques, though, where you want stretch. If you're fishing with a treble hook, I'm still a big believer that you want some stretch. Now, some guys say, nah, you don't need stretch on a crankbait. And that's true. The way you get around having to need stretch, like say you want to go all braid. You want to throw all your crankbaits and your lipless baits on braid. You can do that. You just got to go with softer rods. Rods that have more give, more of a parabolic taper. And by doing that, you can fish braid. There are guys who fish crankbaits, straight braid, copolymers as well. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Booster. But here's how I get away with the sensitivity stuff. How I can use mono or fluoro instead of braid. I use very sensitive rods. Very, very sensitive rods. In fact, do you know how much line you could buy with one of my rods? You guys know I like those high-end rods. I love those high-end rods because they're so sensitive. Man, Booster, I want to go down to Mexico and do some fishing down there. I think I would have felt safer going to Mexico when Trump was in office, though. Not trying to get political. I'm just saying I don't know how safe it is right now down there. Caught tarpon on mono because that's all we had, and still got the hook in their mouth, no problem. The rods were fiberglass. Now see, that's something. Using fiberglass plus mono, dude, I'm amazed you did get the hook in them. Mono and a fiberglass rod, I think, is a bad combination. But if I were fishing crankbaits with braid, I probably would use a fiberglass rod. I've got a lot of fiberglass rods that I still like to use for crankbaits. Sean's right. The rod makes a huge difference either way. Absolutely does. Mono's definitely the least sensitive line out there. But I'm telling you, the newer monos they're so much better than they used to be. They really, really are. All right. I was going to show you guys some things I bought on Tackle Warehouse. And this is kind of funny. I bought these things, I don't know, quite a while ago. And they showed up like in May. And then I forgot about them. And I was going through a box today and found them again. So I thought, hey, these are new to me. These are new to me that I've not bought before. I wanted to try some new stuff. And so I'd be interested to see if any of you guys have tried any of this stuff. So let me start with this. The Guggen Squad Contender. This is baby bass. And this is 7 inches long. It weighs 1 3/4 ounces, so just under 2 ounces. The Guggen swim bait. I forgot I had this thing. Can you believe that? Now, you guys know that follow me. I'm not a huge Guggen fanboy. I don't care a whole lot about Guggen baits, to tell you the truth. But I decided to buy this and try this because I like to kind of stay abreast of what's going on in the swim bait world. And man, this thing is impossible to open, by the way. I was going to take it out and show you guys. So I can be open-minded enough to try a Guggen product. There it is out of the package. I kind of like the look of it. It's got 2 joints, so 3 moving pieces. It makes a little noise. It's got the tail's plastic, but it feels kind of rubbery. And this was not a super expensive bait, and the tail is removable, which is nice, especially for a cheaper bait. A lot of times the tail can't be replaced. You destroy the tail and the whole lure's down the drain. But yeah, thanks, Gary. I'll try to keep my fingers away from the hooks. But yeah, speaking of which, I got sitting right here on the table. How's that? So not bad looking. Have any of you guys fished with it? Any of you guys know how it fishes? Somebody says something about the negotiator on there. I will show you how it compares in size to the Roman-made negotiator. Almost exactly the same size. Negotiator is a lot fatter. The negotiator is made out of wood, and this is a composite material. You know, that's I'm pretty sure that is not wood. That's plastic. But that's how it compares in size. Matthew, I think they should have done just a 2-piece and not a 3. You might be right. For this size, 7 inches, probably didn't need 2 joints. Probably could have gotten away with just 1. But until I actually try it in the water, I don't know. We shall see. Steve, I'd like to see your footage if you did. I'm going to go to your channel. Go to Steve's channel, get your fish on, and look for this lure and see if he did a fish tank in the pool video. You could see some action of it. That'd be cool. Speaking of which, let me go to my photos while we're talking and see if that photo is uploaded yet that Steve sent me for his booth. Nathan, no, I have not seen the Tranx 500. I didn't even know there was a Tranx 500. That sounds very interesting. All right. Where are my photos? Okay, did it load yet? No, it did not load. What is going on? All right, I gotta look at Steve's photo one more time and try to figure out why it didn't save. Why didn't it download? Send it to Instagram too. Okay, I'll check on Instagram then. Okay, there it is. Let's see if I can get this to save. All right, good. There it goes. There it is. Now I need to, it's like a 4-step process to do anything online on this live stream platform. All right, let's see. Where's it? Here we go. Go back to my. Come on, come on. All right, it's just going to take a minute and then it should be ready for me to show you guys. All right. Okay, let me show you a couple other things I bought. That's the Guggen Contender. All right. How many of you guys fish a stupid tube? Stupid tube is a cool technique, and it's a little different. And there's a company called Secret Lures that is really into the stupid tube, and they've also created what they call the stupid craw. And that's what this is, the stupid craw. And you can rig this stupid craw the same way that you rig a stupid tube. And if you don't fish tubes, like says a lot of guys here are saying they don't fish tubes, you may want to reconsider, even if you don't live up north in smallmouth waters. Tube fishing is, the fish love tubes. And the stupid tube, what the stupid tube does is it just gives the tube different action in the water, different presentation, and it makes tube fishing a little more weedless than normal tube fishing. So let me show you what they look like done. Here is your typical tube. Okay, I'll put it in front of my shirt so you can see it better. This is the typical way that you normally rig a tube. And as you can see, the hook sticks way out of the tube. What you do is you take your normal tube head like this, and you basically just insert it into the tube all the way up, and then your hook point is out, and you fish it like this, and you can swim it, you can hop it along the bottom, but this exposed hook, dropped it, this exposed hook gets snagged quite a bit. So the stupid tube solves that problem. This is what the stupid tube looks like when it's rigged. You can see the hook point is Texas rigged, and it's completely in the tube. A lot less chance of it getting hung up. So I'm going to do a video on stupid tubes to kind of show you how to rig it and that sort of thing. But Secret Lures makes a lot of stupid tube jig heads, and I want to show you what's different between a stupid tube jig head and a regular tube jig head. Because you may say to yourself, well, I'll just use my regular tube jig and I'll start stupid tubing. That doesn't work very good, and here's why. Regular tube jig head, stupid tube jig head. If you notice, the stupid tube jig head is an extra wide gap jig head. Extra wide gap hook. And that's what you need to do a stupid tube properly. You need the EWG style hook. The regular round bend hook right here doesn't have enough space from the hook point down to the shank of the hook to rig it stupid tube. Your hookup ratio goes way down because there's so much meat, so much tube that gets in the way. So that's why you go with an EWG style hook. You just go look and find them. Looks like these Secret Lures guys are probably about as good as they are. All right. I got to get my wife because the dog's driving me nuts here. Gonna send her a message. Okay. So that is the difference, the stupid tube. Now, what's kind of cool about the Secret Lures stupid craw is it's a crawdad bait, but it's hollow inside. I don't know if you can see that. It's completely hollow so that you can put a tube head in here and rig this like a stupid tube, but it's a crawdad instead of a tube. So that is kind of a cool idea because you can fish this like a tube. It will fall down in the water like a tube does. The action of a tube kind of spirals down in the water, and it really the bass really are attracted to that spiral fall. And so I'm really looking forward to trying out the stupid craw in addition to the stupid tube. Any of you guys tried the stupid craw? Net bait packet craws are hollow too. I like net bait lures a lot, especially their pack of chunks and their pack of craws for sure. My Instagram. Nader's asking what's my Instagram. Let me show you what my Instagram is. At Mr. Bass TV. Mr. Bass TV is Instagram. Same for TikTok. Same for Facebook. It's all the same. All right, let me check and see if my photo has loaded from Steve. I know this is taking forever. I'll try this and see if it'll just. Yeah, right on. Cool. All right, I'm going to try to make this. All right, I'm going to share my screen, and you can see what the backdrop, Tackle Web's backdrop looks like at iCast ahead of time. All right, go to my share screen menu. Tab. All right, did that show up? Wish I could make this thing bigger. It's funny, but I can't. So, pretty cool backdrop there. Is that Edwin Evers on the front there? Cool. Stupid craws and stupid tubes. I think that's a cool deal. I'm looking forward to it. And when I go to the St. Lawrence River next month, I am going to try the stupid tube and the stupid craw. Should be fun. So there is the Tackle Webs. He says it looks like 40% fewer people are going to be at iCast this year. That's a shame. George Pavaromo, Edwin Evers, Jay Withers, Dennis Isbister from Wild Fish, Wild Places. Nice couch. All right, cool. Pretty cool. Now, let's do a question. Why don't we do a question to get things started here? Nader, go for it, dude. It's fun. It's a ton of work, though. All right, here's the first question. Repeat. This is a repeat for some of you guys, so you guys should probably know this. Chris. Yeah, buddy. We did start without you almost an hour ago. All right, if you're new to the channel, I like these minor league baseball teams a lot. And I will put a hat on and let you guess. All right, Booster, I think, is first here. Let me go back and see. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's wrong. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. No, he's right. He's right. No, he's not. I'm looking at the wrong hat. Yeah, he's not right. He is not right. He was close. John. John always gets these. Let me see. All right, John Smith. Lake Elsinore Storm. This is their on-field road cap. John got it right. I'm pretty sure John was first. I went back through the list. Nick did say Storm, though. Actually, Daniel Hedrick said Storm. I probably ought to let Daniel Hedrick have it, John, because I'm kind of getting a little lazy here. Normally, I make you say the complete name of the team, but I don't think John will mind. I know John quite well. Daniel Hedrick was the first one to say Storm. That is technically the name of the team. So we will let Daniel have it. I got to get him a ticket here. Okay, if you're new, I also have a big prize that I'm giving away. And if you answer correctly, even if you don't win a prize, like if you strike out, your name still goes in my tumbler right over here. And you have a chance to win the big prize. And the big prize, which is donated by Chris Hill, C Big Hill, is this Quantum Smoke S3 KVD reel. And some of you guys have not seen it, so I'll take it out of the package and let you see what it looks like. Here it is. It is a pretty sweet looking reel. This reel is discontinued now. Actually, the reel's not discontinued. The KVD version of the reel has been discontinued because KVD left Quantum and went to Lose. But this is an excellent reel. Quantum Smoke is really one of their very best reels out there. That's it. You can win it as soon as we hit 4,000 subscribers. We are going to give this reel away. 4,000. I was going to do 5, but it seemed like it was taking forever to get to 5. So we're going to do 4. And we're not too far away from that. The Quantum Smoke. Pretty sweet reel. All right. Oh, really? Was the hunting and fishing show bad? All right. I need to clear me a space here for my spinning wheel. All right. You can see that. I will clear this off. All right, Daniel, here we go, buddy. The fishing wheel, right, Sean? Wah, 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 wah. Daniel struck out. What do we say? It can be cruel. It can be very cruel on the Mr. Bass show. You can have your hopes dashed in a second. All you got to do is land on the red X. Man. But the good news is, Daniel, you got another ticket in the booth. We did not. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Last week, we did not have a single strike. Not one. And we only had like one or two win just one prize. Almost everybody won multiple prizes last week. It was crazy. JB's Fish 123 Dog. All right, the way this works, I explained it earlier, but I'll explain it one more time for any newbies that have jumped on since then. I ask questions like the question. This question was, what's the name of this team though? That's hat I'm wearing. Most of the time I do fishing questions. The only time I deviate is I like hats, so a lot of times I'll ask you a hat question. I'll ask you fishing questions. I'll ask you questions about my channel videos, and we'll do name that lure. And if you are the first correct answer on the chat, you get a chance to spin to win. That's right. The Mr. Bass Wheel of Fortune, except it's easier to win here than it is on Wheel of Fortune. And don't feel too bad for Daniel Hedrick. He has won a crap ton of lures since he's started watching the show. He may be sad at the moment, but he has not suffered. Believe me. Right on, Sean. Glad to have a Debo subscriber. And then when we get to spinning the wheel, if you win JB's fish, I'll show you what that means there. The Mr. Bass Wheel of Torture if you get an X. Yeah. Now, there's only 2 X's, and there's actually a chance to get a third X. If we land on the champion, someone lands on the champion, I only give one of those out a night. After that, it becomes an X. So, yeah, I do like the name, that lure. Like it a lot. And we can do that right now. Usually when I do name that lure, I have a theme. And tonight's theme is going to be topwater lures. Topwaters. I've done a few of those before. I think this is going to be somewhat difficult for some of you because so many topwater lures are copied by so many other companies. They all look alike. A lot of them do. And these companies will say, no, ours is different. Okay, they're a little different, but dude, so many of them look the same, especially when you get to poppers. I have limited the number of poppers because so many poppers look so much alike, especially on the video screen. I think it might be hard for some of these. So most of these are fairly common topwater lures, though, and I'm going to throw a major softball. In fact, the first topwater question I am going to do for any kids 15 and under. So it's the honor system here, but if you are 15 years old or younger, you're the only one that can answer this question. And hopefully this one's not too hard for you guys. But that's what we'll do first. 15 years or younger. So you can be 15, 14, 13, 12, down, la da 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 da. If you're 12 or under and you win, your parent has to send me. I have to talk to your parent. I can't just send you a lure. All right. So I don't even know how many young ones we got on. In the wintertime, we have a lot more kids on than we do in the summer. In the summer, they're out doing stuff. But let's see if there is a 15 or younger that knows what this lure is, I know one right now that's going to know this right away, and he lives in Canada. So you guys better be quick on the trigger. He may not be on though. I don't know if I've seen him on. All right, here we go. Gonna have to hold it this way. Oh, he is on. He is on. It says what it is on the back, so I got to cover up the back. Oh, just like I predicted. Bam. He's the first one. You guys, John Gill. All right, I'm going to give this to 2 winners since John was first and John is a genius. We're going to give one to John and we're going to give one to Porter 23. All right, let me find my tickets. I got to get a ticket for John and a ticket for Porter. John Gill and Porter 23. All right, so here's your tickets for the real drawing. I'm going to put these in there now so you know they're there. All right, John, let's let you spin first, and then we'll let Porter spin. All right, let's see if John's ready. I'm sure he is. He knows the drill. John may be my most winning. John may have won more than anybody else on the channel. He is fast. No, Dylan's after Porter, Nathan. Oh my goodness, check this out. John Gill has landed on the Angel. Now, unfortunately, John Gill lives in Canada, and I changed my policy on shipping, so I don't ship prizes to Canada anymore. So now John just has to win gift cards. So John wins a $5 gift card that I will send to him, along with the others that he's won. And now John gets to pick someone else to win a prize. So the suspense now. Who will John choose? Everybody's saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. John is picking Sean Z. Sean Z. Oh, man, I missed it. It's moving too fast here. Oh, I got it. There it goes. All right. Steve saying pick me. Holy gosh. All right, Sean, you win. So, what we have here, what can you win, you may say? We have these prize buckets. Hard baits, miscellaneous, which has terminal tackle, spinner baits, other things, soft plastics. You just pick which one you want. Let us know what you're into, what you want, and then we will randomly grab something out of that bucket. I got to make a ticket for Sean Z as well. Yeah, I'll go back up here and look. Sorry, guys. I go off of my live stream chats, and I have no problem changing if I've missed it. But okay, John Gill was definitely first. Porter 23 was definitely second. Dylan O'Connor was definitely third. And I even have a timestamp by it. Porter 23 was at 21:05:05, which is 9:05:05 my time. Dylan O'Connor was 21:05:06. He was literally 1 second behind Porter 23. So, sorry. This is a dictatorship. It is not a democracy. Although I try to be fair as the emperor and ruler of the game, I do attempt to be fair. All right, so Sean Z, here's your ticket. I'm going to put in the tumbler. And I got to find where Sean Z says what he wants. I'd rather, let's see. Okay, what's he saying here? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now Sean says he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. All right, John. John's going to say, well, let's give it to Dylan then. All right, now everybody wins. Dylan, you get to pick. So thank John for that. So Dylan, tell us whether you want a hard bait, soft plastic, or something out of the miscellaneous bucket. Waiting. Okay, Dylan said, thank you. I still don't see a selection from Dylan. Oh, hard bait. Dylan wants a hard bait. All right, here we go. Hard bait it is. The Lunker Hunt Distress 6F goes to Dylan O'Connor. Got to write this down so I can be sure to get you in here. Dylan O'Connor. Lunker Hunt Stress 6F. John Guild won another card. Okay. Now on to Porter. We have not spun for Porter 23, have we? I don't think we have. So we need a spin for Porter 23. All right, Porter, you're getting ahead of yourself, buddy. You got to spin first. You could land on a red X and get nothing. That's how severe it can be here. But you could win more than one if you get lucky. So, guess I better put the wheel up here. Here we go. Why does that thing make a clicking? Oh, no. Good job. All right. He said he wanted a hard bait, I think is what he said. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely give him a hard bait. And speaking of Topwater, the Booyah prank. All right, Porter, the Booyah prank. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to show you something else I just bought. How many of you guys have heard of Biko lures? Biko performance jigs. Was that popper the chrome? Let me look. It is the chrome black. The chrome black. Sean Z, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's no problem if you don't want a prize. In fact, I will tell you, the only thing I don't do, though, is I don't normally let people reassign prizes because it becomes a total nightmare trying to keep up with all that. But if you don't want a prize, no big deal. Appreciate the support. It means a lot. And there's a lot of young guys and stuff that watch the channel, and getting a lure is a big deal. So anything to help out is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought a lot of you might say, never heard of these guys, Biko. Well, they got some pretty cool looking stuff, and this one's crazy. This is called the Biko Big Eye Bottom Spin. Check this thing out. The Biko jigs all have this weird shaped hook that he says he designed, and he guarantees you get better penetration with that. Look at this. It's got a double barbed keeper for your soft plastic swim bait. And they say that the preferred lure to put on this massive Biko underspin is a Kayak fat swing impact swim bait. It is a very big underspin, and it's made out of copper, I think. Lead-free taxidermy eyes. Look at those eyes. Cool. In fact, I've got a spot on here I think I can show you. Yeah, I do, from Tackle Warehouse. I just need to close my other Tackle Warehouse tabs, and I will show you on Tackle Warehouse's website a little bit more about the Biko bottom spin underspin. So share screen. Okay. Check that out. I got to do some research on how to make this bigger. I think I'm going to move this tab down where I can switch back and forth closely. This at least gives you a little bigger view. Golden Shiner is the color that I have, which is this one right here. They also make this Fire Tiger, which is kind of cool looking. Silver Shiner. They might make other colors, but Tackle Warehouse only has 3 colors available. All right, so interesting thing about this, let's go to the description here. Built with 100% lead-free design, the Biko bottom spin underspin is cast from tin. So this big old head is made out of tin to provide a large head shape without adding too much weight. The increased surface area yields enough space to accommodate large taxidermy quality eyes and detailed fish scaling. Pretty crazy looking. I thought, well, I'm going to try one. So that is The Biko big old fat honking underspin. I got more of these Biko jigs though. All of them are kind of unique. Gary, thanks, buddy. Helping out with shipping. Appreciate it. I'm telling you, they got some wild, crazy jigs. Check this one out. This one here really kind of got me. It's called the Biko Bomb. How many of you flip and pitch into mats? Pitch into mats. Use some really heavy flipping, pitching jigs. Most of the time, if you're flipping into mats, like down in Florida or at the California Delta and places, what they normally fish with is just a big, heavy flipping hook with a heavy weight, a punching weight. Well, this Biko bomb jig is a punching jig. It's made to punch through mats. Check this out. This has an owner. Check out the hook. An 11-aught hook. An 11-aught hook. The booster jig. And they claim you just like you would a punching setup, you just throw it out there at your grass mat and it will punch right through. Is that crazy or what? Has anybody seen anything like this before? I was like, dude, that is crazy. Massive hook. That's a cool color too, isn't it? What color is this? Huh. Kind of sucks. They don't put the name of the sucker on they don't put the name of the sucker. They don't put the name of the color on the package anywhere. So I got to go back and look. I don't even remember what this color is called. It looks like a Delta Craw color or something like that. It's a good springtime color. Crazy. I'm really intrigued. Look at the paint job, man. See the green in there? The way it looks green on one side when it turns a certain way. And then red and orange. And dude, I just had to try that thing. It's just off the charts crazy. Okay, they do have a grass jig too, Nathan. And it might be called the Grass Wizard. I don't know. I didn't buy that one. But they swear it's different. It's different than their grass jig. Pretty crazy. All right, let's do a name that lure for the big boys, for the adults now. I wonder if I should I'm going to save the hard one, so if nobody lands on the Champions Club, we can use the hard one to win it. This one, you guys that fish quite a bit, this one shouldn't be that hard to guess. Dude, I have seen that. Have you seen the new Duo Realis Pokemon Fishing Pikachu? Yeah, that's crazy. I'd order that too, just to show everybody on the channel. Okay, it's called the Copper Craw model. I like Copper Craw. I like that color, man. If the fish don't like it, I sure do. One last look. Copper Craw. All right. Name that lure. Here we go. Name this lure. It's not the dogma. It's not the gunfish. It's not the jaywalker. Nope. Oh, man. Adam, you're close, buddy. Nader, I got to check out your YouTube channel, man. That would be cool. Nope, not the shower blows. I don't even know what the shower blows is myself. Dude, this is a pretty popular lure. Oh, there we go. John Smith. John Smith got it. It's the Cane Walker by Berkeley. Dude, I can't believe it took you guys that long. The Cane Walker's pretty well-known topwater bait. Got to get you one if you don't have one of these, man. They're nice. They're very nice. John Smith, congratulations. John Smith's another one of our Canadian friends. So, one thing I do, if you are from Canada, one thing I still will do is if you land on the big prize, I'm going to send you the big prize either way. But if you land on the lures, then I just send you gift cards. Yeah, John, that's a good tip. When you're trying to identify some of these lures, look at the eyes. The eyes will tell you a lot. That's one way to help you differentiate, identify who could this lure be from. All right, John, I'm putting your ticket in. And we will spin for John. This thing was making a noise here. What? Another strike? Wah, wah, wah. Life is cruel. Holy crap. What's the most strikes we've ever had on a night? I'd say 2 might be the most we've ever had. Maybe 3. Maybe we had a 3 one time. David is back, man. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Ouch is right. But John is a big-time winner also, guys. Not that I'm trying to pick on the big-time winners. I mean, believe it or not, the wheel of fate is totally random. Sorry, John. John has been a big supporter of the channel, too. But you got your name in the drawing, dude. Who knows? You might win that reel. Life is not like a box of chocolates tonight. He's right. Woo! Wow. Since we got a strike, we better just do another one real quick so that everybody doesn't leave all mad. All right, this one is a custom paint job, but this should be easy. If this is not easy, I am going to feel like I need to rethink what I do here because you guys should absolutely, as good bass fishing fans, know what this lure is. All right. Oh, one other thing I need to tell you guys, especially for if you're new. You can only win once per night. So if you've already won, don't blow it. and tell somebody else the answer, just bite your tongue and don't say anything, please. Made some cash for the first time in a veteran bass tourney. Cool. Congratulations, man. Yeah, you are right, Booster. If you're in Canada, I think you might have an advantage on the internet because you guys are so fast. It's amazing. All right, here's the lure. Name that lure. What could it be? What could it be? Daniel's first X ever. Matthew got it. It's the Whopper Plopper. This is a custom painted color. Probably never seen one of those before, have you? Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, Brian. I don't care if they don't like it. I like their channel. I think they got good content, and to each his own. At least a lot of you guys knew what the Whopper Plopper was. That is great to hear. So Matthew is on the board. We get to spin to win. Yeah, I think I did hear someone say one time. I think it was in one of the comments of, "Man, why are you giving stuff away just to get subscribers?" Well, this is not a strategy to get subscribers. All my content that I do, doesn't matter what I do, I'm hoping to get more subscribers. I do this because I love tackle. I got a lot of tackle to give away. I got other people who want to donate tackle to give away, and I could just give it away, but this is a fun way to give tackle away. So that's the deal. Matthew, here's your ticket. Do. Now we get to spin for Matthew. Great. Good idea, David. Take your winnings. Upgrade. Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding, Matthew, because I'll bet you, even though this wheel might be, some people might not like it, I bet I give away more tackle than about any other fishing YouTuber out there. Not a scientific experiment, but I give away a lot of stuff. All right, Matthew. You didn't land on a red X. Good deal. So what's your choice? What would you like? What would you like to have, Matthew? Yeah, I kind of agree with you, John. I would almost be shocked that Matt Allen, and Tim even know who I am. Quite frankly, they don't need me, and I'm definitely not competition for them. All right, he wants a soft bait. Whoa. I'm going to give away 2 soft baits, actually, Matthew, because most guys don't select soft bait. So let's do 2 tonight. We will do We will do these bio bait, fluke style baits, and these Lunker Hunt beavers. Black and blue, and this looks like a watermelon red color. We'll do a special tonight. Anybody asking for a soft plastics gets 2. So Matthew, I don't know, most of the time you guys don't ask for soft plastics for some reason. Bio baits and Lunker Hunt beaver looking bait. Yeah, I thought he only threw huge swim baits. That's right, Daniel. Man, you're right about that, Chris. There are thousands of other channels. Nobody. That's what I like. I like it to be interactive. I like to, the next way to figure this out is to figure out ways to get you guys on live and talk. We've done that a couple times. It was pretty fun. Like the time when what was the kid's name that went running down to his mom, puts her on the air without her knowing it. That could get sketchy. That could get really sketchy for sure. All right, let's see here. I was also going to show you, you guys that Ned rig. This Biko Lures has what they call the Biko Ned head. I don't know if I like this or not, but I wanted to try it. I'd like to know if you guys do much Ned rig fishing, what you think of these. All right, it's got the same shaped hook that he has on all of his jigs, and I think I'm going to like this because I really like the O'Shaughnessy bend hook. Why is my deal off here? Notice it has this little flare on the hook that's a little different. And it has this wire weed keeper. But the thing about it is it has a flat bottom. See how flat the bottom of the jig head is? My face doesn't help. If I put it in front of the shirt, maybe you can see better. See that? What do you think of this flat bottom? Think that's a good idea or not? Yeah, I love the Ned rig. I throw the Ned rig a lot myself. But I don't know about a flat bottom jig head for Ned rigging. I mean, it definitely would stand if you just want it to sit there. Look how easy it stands up. It stands up just great. And then if you're using like a Z-Man Ned rig that floats, you might, if you just want to dead stick it, I think that would be kind of cool. Nader, what's the best way to start a YouTube channel? He's asked us a few times, so I'll go ahead and answer this. Okay, Nader, I'm not an expert, but what I would say is you just got to be you. Don't try to copy other people unless they're doing stuff that's you. You know, I could do a lot of different crazy things. It's just not me. And if you just be who you are, there's going to be people who like you, and there will be people who don't like you, and you just got to live with it. And then you just got to find out, what do you like to do? Do you like to fish? Do you want to do fishing videos, or do you want to do... If you try to figure out what everybody else you think they're going to like, it'll never work. You've got to put in a ton of videos, though. If you only put one in and wait, it's not going to happen. Anyway, I wanted to try it because I've not fished a flat bottom Ned head before. I do like this company. I think they've got some creative stuff. Biko. Biko. All right. Let's do another name that lure. Let's see. What I think is easy is not turned out to be easy. Although you guys had no problem with the Whopper Plopper. All right. This one, you guys, there should be somebody who knows what this is. Let's give it a go. Here we go. Here's the next lure to identify. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Adam, I do soft plastics as well. I absolutely do. Not tonight, but I will do them. I will turn this here so that might give you a little idea. All right, Jeff, are you kidding me? All right. It is the Devil Horse. Booster. John, you already won, man. Or did you strike out? It is the Devil Horse. How do you know what a Devil Horse is? Well, the Devil Horse has a couple of spinners on it. One in the front, one on the back. It's got 3 hooks. And they have this funky paint job with the eyes. That's a dead giveaway as well. This is an old school topwater lure. It's been around a long time. Let's see here. Oh, John struck out. Yeah. Okay. I will. I do let you win. If you strike out, that's the one I have 2 conciliatory things if you strike out. If you're 15 and under and you strike out, you still get a lure. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the old timers who've been watching me a long time know that. And if you strike out, I let you guess a second time. So sorry, Booster. John beat you. That was close. John answered at 21-41-13. And Devil's Booster was so close. In fact, he was literally, it must have been 1/100th of a second, because I actually had 4 people pop up all in the similar time frame there. That's crazy. Okay, John. We'll let you spin again. I wonder if we've had anybody strike out twice in the same night. We haven't done that before, have we? We haven't had like a double strikeout. What? Holy cow. I thought we were going to I thought we were going to have a double strikeout as I spoke. That wheel's kind of like that. Sometimes as I've said something, the wheel's done it. It's like, wow. Does that wheel have a mind of its own? All right, Brian. Brian, that ain't going to fly, buddy. That is not going to fly. I'm going to have to block you. All right. Let me know if that pops up again. He may have to You may have to be permanently removed. Oh man, Adam's new, but the dude's a thinker already. Check his question out. So can John now get 4 soft plastics? He's trying to capitalize. Well, unfortunately, John cannot because John's in Canada. So all John does is he gets a gift card. I send a Bass Pro gift card, and since for every bait you land on, I send the Canadians a $5 gift card. So John gets $10 in Bass Pro gift cards. So he will never have a chance to win the 4 soft plastic. Don't feel bad for him though, Adam. John Smith is a winning machine. Let me tell you, that guy knows how to win. John is probably, we got 2 Johns, John Gill and John Smith. They're both Canadians, and both those guys win like crazy. And I haven't kept track of it, but I'll bet you John and John are neck and neck. Those boys know how to win. Daniel, he wins every week. He just about does. He wins just about every week. Jan used to win a ton until I started doing Name That Lure. Jan is a saltwater fisherman, so a lot of these lures, we got to go back to some more questions so Jan can answer. So let's do a question instead of Name That Lure. We'll just do a question. So whoever's the first one to get this question right, we'll let him spin the wheel. So today was a pretty awesome BASS event on the St. Lawrence River. Who won the tournament? First one to answer correctly gets to spin to win. That is hilarious, Booster. All right, Adam, dude, you are the first correct answer. How about that? You are new and you won. Of course, you got to get past the wheel of death. You got to get past those red X's. That was hilarious, Booster. He has sciatica from sitting on his fat wallet loaded with Bass Pro cards. You're right, man. Him and John both. Wow. Taku Ito was the winner, man. That was awesome to watch him win. I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls. He had me in tears a little bit there. Watching his reaction, watching how much it meant to him to win that tournament today. It was pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Captain Kangaroo. To Little B, you're showing your age, man. If you know who Captain Kangaroo is, there's a lot of guys on here who've never heard of that before, but I know who it is. Adam, you live on the St. Lawrence. I'm going to be there next month. I'm coming up there to fish the Toyota Series tournament next month. That Taku, man, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see him win. Mr. Green Jeans. Oh, my goodness. Booster. You guys know your old school kids shows. All right, Adam, dude, congratulations. I got to give you a ticket first to put in the drum. Who knows? You could possibly win the real Adam Cunningham. Here's your ticket. Put it in there for everybody to see. Now we're going to spin and see if we have a third X tonight. Third strikeout. Here we go. What is going on there? I might have something coming loose on my wheel. Bam! Adam, dude. We've had two angels tonight. All right, Adam, if you don't know what this is, not only do you win one prize, or two if you go with soft plastics, you can pick one other person who has commented in the comments. Pick them, and they win a prize too. So, why don't you pick the next winner first, and then you can tell me what prize you want. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Pick me, Adam. Pick me. So just pick anybody in the comments, Adam, anybody at all. You can scroll back up through the comments. Whoever you want to give a prize to, just let me know who that is, and we'll be good to go. All right, Adam. What's your choice, buddy? We're running out of time. Yeah, we need some Jeopardy music. Da, na, 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 na. Da, 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 na, 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 na. David. David, dude, you have been chosen. David Ellers, I think is how he pronounces that. I'm going to write it down here. David and Adam Cunningham. Okay. Go ahead. Adam, tell me what you want. You want a hard bait, two soft plastics, or a miscellaneous? And then, David, you go ahead and let me know as well. No, Simon, I'm not going now. I had something come up at work. I'm going to have to be here for it. All right, Adam wants two soft plastics. What do you want, David? All right, I haven't seen David's response yet. Okay, Adam, this is what you've won. Let's see. EH is pronounced A. Sounds like the font. David Allers. Oh, they both want soft plastics. Okay, David Allers. I think that's the way you pronounce it. All right, first for you, Adam, the 13 Fishing Ninja Craw in OG Sour. Kind of cool. And the Gene LaRue Who Daddy Jr. All right, so let me write that down before I forget it. Like Brent Ayler, yeah. Except he said it's pronounced ah. All right. And what else we got here? Do this. All right, and David Allers, you have won the Weston ring tees. This is 5 inches and a mix of colors, it says. The Weston ring tees and the Guggen Slim Shake Worm in green pumpkin. Congratulations. Slim Shake Worm. Oh, so like Brent. So Ehlers. Cool, man. I can call you Allers or Ehlers or Ehlers or whatever you want to be called. And the ring tees. Man, these 2 hours fly by every week. We got 5 minutes left. So let's try to give a couple more away before we go here. All right. Let's try. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do one easy and one hard, and the hard prize winner will win his choice of the Champions Club or Monster Bass if this easy person doesn't win it first. Here we go. We got to be quick now. Here we go. Oh, man. I just gave you the name right there. This has got to be as easy as they come. All right, David, or Daniel, dude. I will let that go. You can call it the spook, the super spook, the Zara spook, the one knocker spook. This is technically the one knocker spook. But Daniel, all right, we got to check and make sure this is right because this is another guy who struck out tonight. Both of our strikeouts now have actually come back and won. So I got to double check this just to make sure somebody didn't beat him. But dude, Daniel, you pulled it. You pulled through just in the nick of time. Man, congratulations. All right, let's spin. Let's spin and see. See what you could possibly win. What? Holy cow. I don't think we've had 3 angels on one show ever. Not ever. That is crazy. Wow. Can you believe it? I cannot believe that. Amazing. Here we thought the Mr. Bass spin to win wheel was fraught with cruelty, and both of our strikeouts have come back and won. Crazy. All right, Daniel is picking Samantha. Yep, still here, Daniel. All right, cool. That Samantha Walker, by the way, is actually Dakota Walker. All right, Daniel has picked Samantha. All right, Daniel, what do you want? Congratulations to Daniel and Samantha Dakota. You both are winners tonight. So let me know what you want. Hard bait, soft bait, or soft plastics. And now everybody's capitalizing on the 2-for-1 deal. Daniel wants soft plastics as well. That's one way to get rid of these things. All right, Samantha, Dakota, what do you want? All right, this is what you won, Daniel. You won the 10,000 fish Tsukoshi bug. That's right. The Tsukoshi bug and the Berkeley Havoc wide load Skeet Reese design. Congratulations. All right, Samantha, Dakota, Walker, do you want soft plastics, hard bait, or something from the miscellaneous bucket? You are welcome, Daniel. Thanks for watching the show. Appreciate it. All right. Dakota wants a hard bait. All right. Cool. Let's do a Whopper Plopper since we're doing Topwaters tonight. Samantha Dakota has won a Whopper Plopper. Congratulations. All right, guys, that's going to do it. We are done. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on to the show. If you are new and have just won something, here is how you get your prize sent to you. You go to my Instagram account. Go to Instagram. Send me a DM at Mr. Bass TV. Tell me your name, what you won, and give me your mailing address. If you're 12 years or younger, I need a message from your parents. If you do not have Instagram, what is wrong with you? You need to get it. But if you don't, you can send me an email to the address below. Send me an email with your name, what you won, and your mailing address. And I will send you your prizes or prize. Just send me DM me on Instagram is the easiest way, or you can send me an email at Mr. Bass TV on Instagram. Mr. Bass TV at Proton Mail is the email. Yes, David, send it to me again. I don't keep that stuff, and it would be hard for me to track down. So if you sent me your address before, send it again. Appreciate everybody hopping on. Be sure to join me Wednesday night for our Get Your Fish On podcast. Steve says he's going to be on Wednesday night from iCast. That should be fun. And we will see you guys later. We are ending in 3, 2, 1. Good.